call is now being recorded.
Okay, so now this session is getting recorded. So at this point I should inform everyone about that. Okay, so do everyone see the slideshow of PowerPoint presentation in a slideshow mode? Can someone confirm it to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. The way we'll do it is that I will run through the presentation and I will take pauses in between to take questions, ask questions. But meanwhile, if you have a question, you can just unmute yourself and ask a question, and then you can mute yourself back. That is how we will do about it. We'll take pauses in between. I just thought I have, actually speaking, we all know what it is Vidyaarjan and what is Vidyaarjan offering, but I thought let us go through a structured way about our offering so that you can also kind of replicate it when you talk to your prospect. So you know social venture and you know that there are mentors who are running it. Now when we are talking about developing career with Vidyaarjan offerings, we have two categories of audience basically. The first category is students, and obviously college students of any discipline, and they could be a bachelor's or master's student. So we are talking about higher education. So college students, either undergraduate or postgraduate students. For them, career development would mean becoming ready to work. So people talk about unemployability of graduates, which this essentially means that people who are graduating are not ready to work. So career development for students would mean becoming ready to work. Second, finding a suitable job. So obviously the top-notch institutes have a better job placement, but nowadays many institutes have a challenge in having 100% placement, and that is the reason why students have to find their own ways to get a suitable job. And third is exploring career options. So when we say career development for students, we mean these three things. When it comes to professionals, so people who are working after graduation, career development would mean getting promoted at a job. So whatever job they are in, getting promotion, becoming senior executives, managers, senior managers is what is actually meant by career development for them. In some cases, finding a better job is what is important in development. I mean, for some professionals, they get stuck in a job, and the only way they can grow in their career to find a better job. And third is sometimes quite a few professionals need to explore career options. There are new things which are coming in, and what they need to kind of explore new options. So this is what career development for professionals. Now, where do Vidyaarjan come in? What do Vidyaarjan offer? What does Vidyaarjan offer? So let us start with finding a suitable job with one-to-one career services. This is what Vidyaarjan. So these are both for students as well as for working professionals. So when we are talking about first offering is about resume writing. So what do we do in resume writing is that we first of all examine your resume. So we have a website where there is a form where one who wants to avail this service need to upload the resume. So we examine the resume. We interact with the candidate to understand more about the candidate, and then we refine the resume to make it a one-page resume, which captures all the strengths of the candidate and can make looks really impressive for the employer. So that is the first service that we have. The second is the interview preparation, which has we first do a friendly mock interview. I mean, one of our mentors conduct a friendly mock interview and give suggestions for improvement in terms of what can be done, what are the suitable actions that they should have, what should they prepare for interviews, and so on and so forth. So friendly mock interview could be a very long interview, very long discussion. It could be, it could go for an hour also. Maybe 10-15 minutes is a mock interview, but after that there could be a lot of discussion about what they should say, what they should not say, and so on and so forth. The second is a realistic mock interview, where we try to see an industry expert to conduct this interview. So we try to involve someone from the industry, say IT industry or banking industry, or insurance industry, or some particular industry, who would take interview, and obviously that person will not really give feedback so much, but it will be maybe 20-30 minutes interview or maybe detailed interview, but it's a more realistic, what one would expect. And finally, there's a discussion with the mentor, where the mentor will be actually a silent listener for the realistic mock interview, and in the final discussion, uh, the mentor will actually share what the feedback he has or she has, and what the feedback the industry expert has given. So all that feedback will be shared, discussed, and further plan of action can be given to the candidate. So this is a three-stage service that we offer. The third is a career counseling. We also call it career coaching, which again has three steps. We have one, first is a quick introductory session. So one of the mentors call up the candidate, understands, gathers some details, what exactly is required to be done, and then accordingly set up a detailed counseling session with one of our mentors who actually specialized in counseling. And that could run for an hour, where a lot of detailing could be done. And outcome of this session is expected to be bringing clarity on what are the career objectives the candidate should have, what the plan of action that candidate should have, and so on and so forth. And finally, there could be a there should be a follow-up session after that, maybe after a month or so. There will be a short follow-up session where they can revisit again and discuss if there any tweaking required to be done. Now, all these three offerings are available for both students and working professionals. We are currently working on revising the pricing for all of it, and mostly in a couple of days we'll revise pricing, obviously downward, and we will keep you informed about what is the pricing for that. Okay, so let me take a pause here and let me see if there are any questions from anyone out here. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself, ask a question, and then you can mute again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, any question?
No, sir.
Okay,
No questions
cool.
now.
Fair. So we'll move to the next one, which is what I think the primary offering that we have is online live courses. And let us break into two parts. One is exploring career options with online live courses, and second is to make ourselves job ready for students or for getting promoted in job. What should be done? What kind of online courses? So we have put it in two different categories. Okay, first look at what are the online courses available for exploring career options. So basically what happens is somebody has started getting into doing something maybe in a commerce background, or doing the administrative job, or a BCom student, and they keep on hearing these things called data science and digital marketing and all that. Now they can always go and go to YouTube and find about it. For that, it's more of a very superficial thing. They just may not really understand what it is. So what we actually offer here is an online live course where an expert takes the student through a 5 weeks structured course, which is the introductory level course. These courses are not advanced courses. These are introductory courses, beginner level courses. The whole idea is that we should know these career options in sufficient detail to make a decision. I mean, many times I hear people saying that they're getting into selling, or they're getting into data science, or digital marketing because it seems to be a good thing. Everybody tells about that. But the whole idea about these online live courses, which could be used to explore career options, is essentially to understand this subject in sufficient detail, get kind of a deep dive in this particular technology, and understand whether they are making sense for you. Are you really understanding, really enjoying it? For example, when you talk about data science, there is a data wrangling, there's a data analysis, there's a data visualization. These are specialization within data science. And if you kind of go through it in 5 weeks, and it's the live interaction with the expert, you would understand this topic in much more detail, and that way you can make a decision. Now with this course, one will not become a data scientist per se, but one can make a decision whether it is a right field for them or not. That is the whole idea behind offering this introductory level course or beginner level. So what is R and what is Python? So R is a programming language. Python is also a programming language, but Python is more similar to what Java is, or a typical programming C, C++ programming languages. Whereas R is more of a programming environment. So if somebody is a computer science engineering student or IT engineering student would prefer Python, whereas somebody is an MBA student, non-technical background, they would prefer R. So if you have a student who is looking at data science, you have to basically ask what is the background. If it's a technical background, then recommend a Python course. If it is a non-technical background, then recommend a R course. In both cases, we actually see what is data science, and R or Python are taught in sufficient detail so that you understand what is data science. Okay. So data science. So either R or Python. We obviously conduct 2 different courses altogether, but the idea is to understand data science, and particularly these 3 topics, the specialization per se. It is very much possible that somebody may like data visualization so much and may do specialization and may actually pursue further courses and further education. So beyond this, one could join detailed long courses, or can pursue on their own. So this is a jump start is what we're giving, right? Because many times people start doing it and find it difficult to do it because they get stuck in implementation, installation, and they don't know there are so many resources around, learning resources there are so many online courses now available, which one to study, what not to study. This is what you get in this course. Okay? This is like a foundational course for you, and then you can explore further if you are interested to pursue this data science course. Or if you may decide not to pursue it right now, but maybe later, depending on the demand of the job, you could pursue. So this will give a solid foundation in this emerging field, which seems to be picking up in a big way and creating a lot of jobs in this area. The next one is the digital marketing. Again, it has been picking up for years now. I mean, today, if somebody is working in sales and marketing and it doesn't know about digital marketing, then that's a little handicap for that person. Whether you do it yourself directly or you get it done by someone, you must understand the digital marketing in a sufficient detail. Now you would find many online courses or free online courses again in digital marketing. So you may find one with Google, which obviously promotes more with Google products. You will find with Facebook, which will tell you how to use Facebook for marketing and so on. So each product vendor would have some kind of courses, free courses, which will actually tell you how to use that particular course or how to use that particular tool. Okay. Our course is more balanced because we are not married to any product vendor. We will actually tell what are the different possibilities available with different tools. So it's Facebook or Google, we will be neutral in that regard. But what is more interesting about this, and even for the earlier one, is there is a focus on getting a project done. So this is not like a YouTube videos where you listen or watch, but don't do anything. Here, when we are getting marketing, people have to do a project. They have to work on a project. They have to do some, email marketing. They have to do digital advertising. They need to do social media marketing, right? So only when you do a project, and that's what team project is what we recommend. A team of 3 to 5 is what we recommend. When you do a project, then you actually understand it better. So our focus on this course, particularly the project-based learning. That is how we differentiate with others. The third one is building websites with WordPress. Now this is not very in demand right now, so much to say, frankly speaking. But building websites is something which would always be a requirement. So somebody wants to be freelancer and kind of take up jobs of in part-time basis to build websites for businesses or even for the matter personal websites, then this course is good enough course. I mean, this is actually a course which will be sufficient for one to build websites with WordPress. So this is a course, as I would say, really useful for those people who are exploring the possibility of building websites on a part-time basis for the businesses, for the people, and that is what will be taught in this course. Project management, or rather, if you're working in IT industry or you work in construction industry and these places, projects are what are kind of things which run these industries essentially. So there are project industries essentially. So if you have somebody building a career in that industry, project manager is a role that they would like to aspire for, and this will help them to understand the basics of project management. What is that role? What does that particular job role mean? What is involved? What are the responsibilities of project managers? What is meant by planning and scheduling? What do they do when they do monitoring and control? All is what is covered in this course. This is again a beginner level course where we have discussed the basics of it. We also guide the candidates on how they can proceed further. What are the learning resources further that they have, but they'll definitely get an idea what is meant for that. That is what the idea behind offering this course. Finally, we'll talk about selling. So selling is a profession many college students aspire for. Even in industry join in, they realize that selling is a skill that they should have. Now this course is taught by a person who has been in selling profession for more than 15 years now, and he will talk about relationship building, understanding customers, and sales process. And what is important here is that again somebody may just have some misconception or myth about selling, and this course will actually give enough details with examples, with case studies, with how actually what is actually meant by selling and how this professionally one can do. So from that perspective, this course will be really useful for both college students and professionals. Okay, before I move on to the next section, which is what we can say for the students becoming ready to work or for professionals getting promoted, what are the online courses that we have for them? Let me see if there are any questions. Okay, so let me assume there are no questions and let me proceed further. Okay, now these are the courses, as I said, will be useful for excelling in job and getting promoted. Or if you're a college student, these are the courses you should look for. If they want, when they get into the market, they should be in a better position to get a job. So these are those kind of courses which we are offering here. And the basics we are giving an English grammar. Now this course we have been offering because we have got this feedback from industry that students really do not have a good English grammar, and here we are referring to high school grammar. And because of that, the communication is a big issue. Emails are written with a not so correct English grammar. People do not speak properly because of that, and there could be communication issues that could happen. So for those people who actually see that a need that they have to improve their English grammar, this is a very focused course taught by a person who's actually MPhil from IIT Bombay, very highly qualified person. But she loves teaching grammar, and she has been teaching in a very focused way for last 3-4 years. And it's really nice where she kind of takes you through, obviously more from the perspective, not in a same way what people have learned grammar in school, but in a more professional way, with more examples and discussions and so on. So this is a very specific course which will be interesting to that set of people who really improve their English grammar. Now, some people have a challenge that their English is good, grammar is good enough, vocabulary is good enough, but really need help in speaking. And the challenge is they may not be feeling confident enough to speak. Okay. Now, for those people who have lack confidence in speaking, for whatever reason it is, or not even enough practice of speaking, this course is conducted by one of our mentors who has really long experience in corporate communication. Interesting. And the way of this course is taught is there are situations given for before each session. So there are 15 sessions that are conducted. Before each session, a situation is given and students have to prepare for a brief speech or a conversation or for a group discussion. And it's only by practice that somebody learns. So there is a practice given during the session. There is a practice to be done between the sessions. Okay, so that is important. So it is not that only 15 hours of live interaction is what students study. It's a practice which has to be done within the session. So this is typically a course offered over 5 weeks because students can get time to practice. Now during live interaction, you get feedback from the faculty, from the expert, and that feedback will be useful. So doing this course, you really, I mean, there are obviously YouTube videos which we do share with people, which give good guidelines. But I think the most valuable part of this course is the feedback that you get from experts, and that how you should improve, what you should do specifically. If you find that there are challenges with grammar, we recommend you to join the grammar course. Or if you find that challenges vocabulary, we expect you to, or ask you to kind of refer to some resources which will help you. So this 5-week course will be really useful for people who have challenge in spoken English, and we know quite a few people. I mean, you will see around the people who actually need this kind of course. So this is the one course which we have designed specifically for that. The next is a business communication course. Focus on 3 topics: email writing, business presentations, and business meetings. So how to write emails. So obviously this assumes that your writing is, I mean, English is okay, and the focus is how to write for clarity, how to write for persuasion, so on. We also talk about business presentations, how to prepare presentations, how to deliver it, and those details. So we get into a lot of, and also we expect you to submit assignments or do projects. So assignments could be writing emails, and the expert will review and give you feedback on emails. The sessions will also be used to actually for the presentations and get feedback again. Then business meetings, how to discuss in business meetings, how they should be conducted. Again, this is more done with practice. Students are required to kind of simulate business meetings during the sessions, and they'll get a feedback so that they can improve and come back and again practice and so on. So it's a guided practice for both spoken English course and business communication. There's a guided practice that you get in this particular course, which you can't get in, say, YouTube videos or anywhere else. Then advanced Excel. So Excel is used widely in almost all organizations, and they use it for data analysis, data manipulation, and reporting. And this is what is called advanced Excel. So people know a basic Excel, they open, they type in some data and all that. But Excel is a very powerful tool, and we have an expert who teaches this course. It covers all functions, formulas, pivot tables, VLOOKUP, charts, conditional formatting, all that. What is called the advanced Excel or the advanced features of Excel is being taught in this course. So again, this course will involve demonstrations, exercises. Again, there are some assignments that you'll get so that you work on it and you get a feedback on it, and then again you take those improvements, suggestion for improvement, improve upon it, submit again, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of hands-on exercises that will be there as part of this course. So it is not just demonstration or not just telling you things what are the things to do, but there's a lot of hands-on exercises that you will have, that you need to do so as to acquire this particular skill of advanced Excel. This is in great demand. I mean, all English students are supposed to do this, required to do this, in my opinion. Finally, we have this course for business fundamentals. So for students to know what happens in business, So this is what is actually taught in MBA. I mean, full-fledged 2 years MBA covers all business aspects like HR, marketing, accounting, and finance. This course is like a micro MBA. It covers what is taught in a full-fledged MBA course. So this could also be used to know what is happening. It is taught in MBA course per se. But it's also important to build what we call the commercial awareness. Even for the people who are working in companies for 2 years, 5 years, may not understand what are the aspects of business, may not have a holistic view of business. This course will offer that with sort of examples, illustrations, what is happening around us. We kind of take you through these different functions of business and how they operate and what are the, how the whole business world actually runs. That is what is taught in this particular course. Okay, now let me take another pause and see if there are any questions before I move to the last section.
No, sir.
Okay, so let me now move on to the last section of this presentation, where we're talking about a Vidyaarjan courses library. These are the courses which are like what you see as a free courses, free online courses, or massive open online courses, where the content is available in terms of videos, quizzes, and articles, but there's no interaction per se. So these are courses which are good for the individuals who can learn on their own, who are highly motivated, who are highly disciplined and self-sufficient, and they don't really need any mentoring support. So it is generally observed that although if there are 100 people join online courses, such self-paced online courses, 5 to 10% is, or less than 10% actually complete the course. So these courses are definitely good for the people. So if you meet people who are, definitely self-motivated and want to do on their own, courses are useful. We also utilize this learning content when we offer our own online live course. So for example, when English grammar course is opted, or for that matter, business communication course is also enrolled by students, we offer a complimentary basis this access to this library so that they can benefit. So if somebody picked up a spoken English course, we offer subscription to this library on a complimentary basis so that they can practice their reading comprehension, listening comprehension, vocabulary and grammar. Okay, if someone joins fundamentals of business fundamentals course, they can also access this online content and go for quizzes and so. So this Vidyaarjan courses library is kind of a supporting one, but it can work as an offering for those people who are highly motivated, self-motivated, and can do without much guidance. So from that perspective, this will be useful. Now you may wonder why we have this build this library, because there are so many like Coursera is there, or EDX is there, and there are so many websites are there which offer these courses. One differentiator that we have is the English particularly. A lot of material on English is actually American or European English, UK English. A lot of content available from say British content. The examples and the listening comprehension, which is the audios and all that, are Indian here. So we will see a lot of Indian examples and Indian voice accent in English listening comprehension and so on. So it's more localized, more focused on Indian population, and from that perspective, it makes sense. We are developing it further to actually make it useful for people who are preparing for competitive exams as a first level resource, so that we'll also add reasoning and general awareness kind of courses there, so that anybody who's planning to do competitive exams, preparing for competitive exams, and not specific on any specific exam per se, could use these resources as a first stage, and once they kind of get into it, do it well, then they can move on. So the pricing is such a way that it's not really very expensive to go to. Yeah, and we do offer it as a complimentary if people are opting for online course. So that's what I have for this session. And let me open it for questions. Is there any? Okay, so if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and pick up. So all the people we have on this call are our business development people only. So if you have any questions in terms of selling, and if you think that there is something that you want to know about handling objections from people, or if they have what kind of questions you will not have, but your prospects would have. So you can even ask those questions. This is in a way internal forum. I mean, we do not have people from outside Vidyajan family, so to say. So if you have any questions regarding selling of or promoting these course offerings, then you can ask those kind of questions also. So do you see anywhere anything which you should know, or what kind of questions people would ask, or if you want to know any specific details about any offering which will help you to sell, then please ask those questions.
So I have a question, sir. Shashank Shekhar.
Yes, Shashank, tell me.
Sir, like what I have witnessed over 2 weeks, I have been doing internship that whenever I ask for the references from friends, they tell they give the reference, but they ask that don't share my name whenever you talk to the potential customer or potential student, or while telling about the entire offerings. So in that scenario, what I have seen that if someone permits me to give his reference, then it is more effective. But when doesn't give their reference, it becomes like they doesn't seems as interested. So what should be done in order to make them more interested in entire conversation?
Okay, okay. So Shashank, I have an answer for this question, but what I would tell you is that we will be organizing Yashodhan Sir sessions very soon in next couple of days. And since this is a very selling specific question in terms of, I mean, since we have a very experienced person among us, can I park this and put it forward to Yashodhan Sir when he's speaking to us? Will that be fine?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
So, okay, so I should have mentioned that earlier, is that this session we are talking about the actual offering per se, but we'll also have one more session. I think we already had two webinars by Insurance Sir, but we'll have one more in this week, wherein we will talk, and since he's an expert in selling, we will get his expert advice on, I think, the kind of questions that you have. And these questions I'm sure you are getting now because, after doing calling for last 2 weeks, I'm sure you're getting different questions in terms of which we never encountered earlier.
Yes, sir.
So good that you are asking that question. So let me park it right now and let me make a note of it. And instead of giving my answer, let us get a subject matter expert answer on that. Okay, so let me be specific that if you have any specific queries about the product or about the offerings per se, please do ask. And if you have any specific queries on selling per se, we definitely will be organizing one more session by Yashodhan Sir. where we'll be addressing any questions related to selling process.
Sir, I had one question.
Yeah.
Sir, since we are selling this R and Python course and other courses which are there in that category, you also said that we are going to give them a free subscription to Vidyarjan Courses Library, right? So, till what time does this offer is valid?
So this is, you can give 1 month free subscription with purchase of any online live course. Okay.
Yeah.
As such, they would get 1 week free trial per se. But if they take any online live course, if they purchase any online live course, they can get 1 month of a free subscription.
So initially they can get a free subscription also, a free trial course of this courses library.
Which you are talking about, the Vidyajan Courses Library or live course?
No, you said something about trial period, right? So
That is
was
for the
that regarding the
Vidyajan
live course or
Courses
was that
Library.
regarding the library?
That is for the library. That is for the Vidyajan Courses Library.
Library,
So
right?
Vidyajan Courses Library, yeah, library, not
Okay.
for the live course.
So
For
it's
live
a
courses,
1 week free.
yeah, so it's a 1 week free trial.
Okay. So can we use this? Yeah. So can we use this to pitch our customers like prospects that you might get a 1 week free Vidyajan Courses Library trial?
Yes, yes. I mean, you could. So that is anyway available for them to try out. Uh, so there are two things. One is that if you are selling Vidyajan Courses Library, then definitely give them a 1 week free trial, and then they can purchase a monthly subscription at 300 rupees. If you are selling online live course, you could kind of give a promotional offer like that. If you buy this online live course, I will give you 1 month subscription for free. So that is kind of a promotional.
Yeah, that we are doing.
Yes.
That I'm doing. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So regarding this trial for online live courses, how would somebody pay you 3,000 rupees knowing who is faculty and what they are teaching and all that? We're on webinar. So webinars will serve two purposes. One is that somebody is interested in this topic would kind of you can pitch to them saying that this is the kind of webinars happening, so they can join the webinar. And if they mention the referral code, then we will pass on the data to you so that you can follow up with them, and you tell them that they're interested in that kind of a course. So that will become easier for you to sell. Secondly, they will also kind of understand what is the learning style, what is more details they will get about the faculty, the experts. So all the courses, so for example, if I'm teaching digital marketing, then the webinar will be also be taken by me. So though we have more than one mentor who could teach a particular course, for example, the current webinars, I mean, whoever the next batch starting, right? I mean, 26 years starting a batch. If I'm teaching digital marketing there, then I'll conduct the webinar. So from that perspective, anybody who is planning to attend a particular webinar could attend a webinar, sorry, plan to attend a live course, can attend a webinar to get to know the faculty. If they want to access the faculty, they want to, have any questions, they can ask in that webinar. The webinar will have something like a 30 minutes of talk, followed by question and answer session. So they can ask any kind of question that they would have on the topic. Or they can even ask what is there in the course that they will learn, how the course will be conducted. So all the queries also will be handled in that webinar.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Are there any more questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So if you do not have questions right now, we can close the session. But if you have any questions, you can always put it on the WhatsApp group, our internal BizDev WhatsApp group. You can put those questions over there. If you have any specific questions to me, you can write to me. But please feel free to put your questions on the WhatsApp group. Okay. And if you are preparing some images or something to post in your social media, please do share them with others also. So others also benefit. Yeah. Fair enough. So last call for questions, if there are any. Mananjana, do you have any questions?
No, sir. I'll post you as and when I get.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll have this session every Tuesday. So if you have met any prospects who have many doubts, questions, they want to know a lot of details about particular courses and all that, what you can tell them is you join this webinar on every Tuesday. I mean, they have to register using the same form. And in those sessions, we will, if the number of people are less, we will actually address specific questions. If there is a large number, then we will actually go to the presentation. Okay, so all that we will be doing in those sessions. So this Tuesday's webinar is going to be a special, more of an academic counseling kind of a session going forward. Okay? So please, if you find anybody who kind of asking for a lot of details which you do not have, or if they want to talk to someone from the academy directly, someone who's mentor, then you can ask them to enroll for this particular Tuesday webinar. Okay, so with this, let us close the session, and thank you very much for participating, and let us be active on the WhatsApp group. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, let
Yes,
me
sir.
close the call.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.